I heard you are in need of some rubles. This route that I'm going to show you will make sure that you never have to worry about cash ever again. This route fits perfectly for the new players and the Giga Chads alike. With a bit of caution and awareness, you can easily bag around 1,000,000 rubles per raid. First thing we have to talk about is the gear. Try to gear up as light as possible while also having as much space as possible. A tip for you, for example, is that you can put a rig inside of your backpack. So for example, this takes 12 slots, but it provides 24 slots. So it's just extra space for you, and it's a great thing to do. Before we go into the raid, let's check the actual route you will be taking. I made this highly detailed map showing you the route you should be taking.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
The red is the path you would take if you spawn on the west side of the map, and the blue is for the eastern spawns. Just make sure you avoid the areas crossed out with the X's, since they are highly contested areas compared to where we are going. Just remember, the end goal is to always take the breach car extract. If it's taken, you just have to take normal extract, and that's it. Now let's run through the actual raid so I can show you all the loot spawns, and at the end we will calculate our profits. Alright, we got a perfect spawn here. So we spawned right next to the USEC camp. On the map, I show you that you can run along the road here, but I'm going to show you can actually go around here at the back as well. We're going to go straight to the scav bunker. There's a spawn in front of me here somewhere. So if you do spawn around here, keep your eyes peeled. So first thing you do when you approach the scav bunker here, it's the area with the big antenna. You should take a grenade and just throw it over towards the tower there. Right now we hear the scav speaking. That's what we want to hear. If you hear a English voice line, that means the rogue bosses are here, and probably the best thing you can do is just take the fight. From what I have seen and heard, the best thing is to just run into the bunker and wait for them to push you. So we check inside of these little server racks, we check the toolbox. There's spawns around here and inside of there. And obviously sugar and stuff, food spawns on this table. What we want to do is go into this room, and first thing we do is we check the beds, like the mattresses. Stuff can spawn underneath this little bed thing. I don't know what this is called. And one thing you always want to do is just check the surfaces of everything. Check the tables. Here we go. Kvass. Have a rooster here. This is a Bitcoin spawn here, or other valuables as well, so check the beds. And just search everything, just pick up everything you can. And then you can sort through it later if you're running out of space. So I would say your main goal is try and get around 10k per slot. Like any item per slot has to be like around 10,000. They come up the stairs, you check all the surfaces, check the bed here. This broken box, sometimes there's stuff in there, I think. Another box here. Now, when you see this red container, this is the side you will leave on, and then you see the blue fence over there with another red container on top. That's the next area we're going to. We have friends over there somewhere, so obviously gotta take the fight. Obviously this is not ideal. Usually you don't get into fights over here, or I don't anyway. But it happens. I think our friend might have pieced out, to be honest. Well, I'm sure he's around here somewhere. Just gotta be a little more careful. So I'm gonna check this box here. It's a little ration supply crate. It's good for food and stuff like that. sugars. Pick up everything unless you know it's like completely worthless, like these Apollos I usually never pick up. Come in here, check the bed again. Check the table. Try to listen to steps here. As you can see, someone already took the bridge extract. Sometimes it shows up when it's taken. Usually it does. So we run up here. On this, like you see this sack, I don't know what it's called. Like stuff clips inside of it, so you always want to like hover over. So as you can see, there's a pro kill in here. Maybe gold chains, I think bitcoins as well. Like all the valuable stuff. Once we get down, we go across here into this little shack that is looted right now by our friend. Usually we check under the bed, you check the grenade box, and you check this bed and this spot here. There's a moonshine spawn. Alright, we're gonna continue on into the village. Spend a lot of time just trying to find this guy here. So you run down here, you go across the road with the waters. You see the waters on your left, and you go to the first house here. You can check that toolbox here as well. I don't want to do it right now in case the guy is following me. So you check the corners of the houses. Now this bed here, this is a spawn. Could be Bitcoin, everything. You usually find like med stuff on this around this bench. Check this bed as well. Check the ground here. These are like ammo spawns on top of here and in here, but they're all usually like garbage ammo, so don't worry about it too much. There's a food spawn on this table here. On a good day, this water ration will go for 20k. So you get in here, check into this dead bush here. In between these two bushes, right there is a rare spawn, and in this bush here as well. As you can see, we have so much space left, just because we have this rig. Gonna run through here into this little boat shack or a little pier, whatever you want to call it. Always keep your eyes peeled, look around for people. In here, under this ore, is a rare spawn. Could be a Bitcoin, gold chain, stuff like that. Check the toolbox and then check the bench here as well. And then we run to the sunken church here. Turn right here. You can jump on top of this. If you're too heavy and you don't have enough strength, you may not be able to. Go through here. Check the ground here. Could be horses, Bitcoin, stuff like that. Gold chain here. Check the box and the ground here. Go through. And then we go this way. There's rare spawns inside of this boat where the little knot is, or whatever. You can find like lions, gold chains again, Bitcoin, stuff like that. You run into this corner, and then you jump. But you have to jump twice to actually get over this. So keep holding W and then just walk into the rock and the invisible wall. So there's a spawn in the bush here, and then there's a stash, which you do want to loot. Go through here, turn right, check the next three houses, or the last three houses here, I should say. Quite often the car extract isn't actually taken. I'm kind of surprised it got taken so fast. Check here, inside of this there's med spawns in the green little bowl. You find sugar and you're really low, you can just eat the sugar. Even if this is like 1 out of 70, it will still sell for the high price because people actually use it for crafting. It doesn't have to be max for it to be worth. So in here, like you can see, stuff is clipping into the little tarp thing. But you can find gold chains, bitcoins, roosters, clocks, like big things. Big valuable items. Like, this place is packed with all the valuables. Go in here, turn right, Check the corner again, and then on this bed there's like food stuff and some ammo. I think there's also rare spawns. I might be mistaken. Go across the road into this messed up little building here. Once again, check the corners, check the tables. The beds here. Once again, you can see stuff clips into things, so you always want to check through, try and check as thorough as possible. So check under beds. Stuff tends to spawn underneath the beds for some reason. Unfortunately, you usually don't get good ammo on this run. You might get like BP 545. That's the best I've found like recently. So you get out, you turn left, you go past this shack here, and you just move with the water on your left towards the big rocks here. And you can see there's a little gap here. But that's where the car extract is, over there. I'm too far right now, it wouldn't render in anyway, but it's not there at the moment. And do note that like sometimes this is taken, like if you play at like prime time, like prime hours, especially during the summer, it can be contested a little bit. So if you hear a lot of fighting in Scout Town, for example, and you don't want to take the fight, either take the car extract straight away, or just skip it and go do the other stuff I'm showing you. You cross the road around here. Also, if you spawn on the east side, like right now we spawned on the west side. If you spawn on the east, you can just do this whole route in reverse if the car extract is gone. But usually if you spawn on the east, I would highly recommend just do the sawmill, or the old sawmill and Scout Town, and just take the car extract. Like I said before, I spawned over there on the beach in a raid before this, and I made like, I think I made like 600,000-700,000 in like 8 to 9 minutes. So you want to approach the village or the town from this side, and first thing you look towards is that door over there. So if that is opened, as you can see right, it is right now, that means someone's been looting. So you ought to be a little more careful. I'm gonna start out with the house here. There's a module 3M armor that you need for a task over there, and all kinds of food spawns on these tables. Ammo, some food spawns on the bed, and some ammo spawns on the corner of this table. Duffel bag here. Also food spawns. I've seen moonshine spawn over here. And the grenade boxes. So someone right now just did this exact same run with a good spawn. And for some reason he left sugar, which is like 50k. Like items like this is what makes this route so good. Because if you get an item that's like 50k plus or 40k plus from like one slot, you're gonna make so much money if you fill up your backpack. But like I said, the goal is 10k plus. So over here you can see stuff spawns inside the tarp as well. It's garbage ammo, so I'm not taking it. It's just me being lazy. You can take them and try and sell them if you want. So wrenches here, loose spawn, toolbox. Screws are usually cheap, but I'll carry them. So check the surfaces here. You can see sometimes stuff is hard to spot, so just hover over them. Also, I forgot to mention, check all these surfaces around this building. Like they spawn like keg tapes and plexiglasses and stuff like that. And make sure to check this little bin here as well, and check the grenade boxes. Next thing you do here is you go right into this house. This is probably the most skipped house in the village. Looks like it's not skipped this time, but we're still gonna loot it, show you the spawns. So if you're low on food, obviously, this house is probably your best bet for food. As you can see, this guy left like 250 to 300,000 worth of sugar behind. That's a big mistake on his behalf. From here we go upstairs. And we check under the beds. Look, you can't see here, but as look, you can see the loot indicator in the middle of the screen, the white dot. You can't see it, but if you go prone, you can see there's a chainlet here. We're not gonna pick up a chainlet, or we're gonna pick it up for the sake of the video, but usually I wouldn't. So sometimes you can't see stuff through the blanket here, so you wanna just hover through, and you get the loot indicator there. Ammo here, but it's usually not that great. Right now we got lucky. It's a decent ammo. So check all the surfaces in the house. I almost missed the water ration here. Always good to double check. You can see we're already starting to fill up. So we go through the door here. Usually this is closed, and we check the table, like tech spawns and stuff. Someone's been bleeding. I think that's might have been the scout we heard dying. We run across the road into here, and we check this shack first. So this is a regular toolbox. It's the same as this thing here. So if you can, I can show you. If you look here, top right, it says toolbox. It's literally the same thing as this toolbox here. At least I don't believe there's any difference. It seems to be the same loot. Check the table here for rare stuff or tech stuff. And then we go into the house. There's a gun spawn on this coat rack here. And tons of food and water on the counters. Whoever looted this did a very bad job. Then you get stuff spawning on these shelves here. Always come close to the table. Some stuff may be clipping into other things. So there's bullets here. Duffel bag. And there's tech spawns inside of this. You can get like GPUs and stuff, which is pretty cool. And also they spawn on the side on the ground here as well. Another ammo spawn. And another bed that we're gonna check underneath. Usually you will see the loot indicator here. And then sometimes you just have to go prone to pick it up. And then we check upstairs. Check the table. Or the bed, sorry. Check the surfaces. I don't think these spawn too much, to be honest. The corner here, I believe, has a rare spawn. I've seen it like... I think I've only seen it once. And there's, I believe, like pro kills and stuff and money. And you can check this as well. And once again, for the 25th time, just make sure to check surfaces. The same thing here around the house. Like check the... like on top of these barrels and wooden pallets and stuff. You go in here, there's a toolbox. As you can see right now, if I didn't have this rig, I would be filled up with stuff and I would have no space. So it's not even a bad idea to take 2 rigs. I don't, because in case I get into a fight, I want to pick up their... I might want to pick up their rigs, or if I kill a scav and stuff. So here you can see, get tape on the table. So you go through this gate and you see this little pond here. It's not really a pond, I guess it used to be. And then under this jumping pad thing, you see there's a food spawn and morphine spawn. So where the food spawn is, you can find like gold chains and vases and stuff like that. Now usually this would be the end of the route. I would go this way with the water on my right to the car extract. But as you can see, like I said before, this is taken already. You can only take it once per raid, and it's always here on woods. So this time we're going this way with the water on our left. So you come up here. Kind of line yourself up with this white wall there. And then you just go here. Straight into towards the tree, and there's a stash here. Stashes are always great to loot. Normally I wouldn't carry guns, like extra guns. Unless it's like a super kitted out gun that I get off a player. But since I have elite strength, I don't actually lose or gain any weight from this. So it's just extra money in my pocket. So you get on the roads, you come this way. You see this truck here with the tour group text on the side. Always check your surroundings. And there's a stash in here. This body armor I don't really care for. It's like 40k, but it's just not worth the weight and the slots it takes. So you get in here. There's also a hole here if you want to get through here. And then we have these supply crates. These can vary from technical to rations, so you can find ration crates. So obviously they have like food stuff, but doesn't hurt to get sugars and stuff like that. So you come up here, you check the surfaces, the beds. And there's another crate up here. I think this is, yep, this is ration. These croutons are kind of expensive. You can sell these for like 30k, but these are good only for like getting the flea market rep, because you can sell it for 30k, but the fee is like 25k. So now you can see I have these crackers go for like 14,000. So this thing goes for 20k. I'm gonna drop this. I'm gonna take these three things. This is like 20k as well. I'll take the Shanka for now as well. And if you don't have extra, or if you don't have elite metabolism, just eat and drink everything that you have extra. You come up here, check the bed again. Some gun stuff around here. Check this box. Weapon box, you can find streamer items, food. But mostly it's like gun parts. This Aventail. I don't know why I have this mask. I don't know where I picked that up, to be honest. That thing is definitely not worth much. And also down here, check the surfaces. You see this tape here. The shelf has stuff. The elite pliers, for example. And that's about it. We go through here. We come back out through this hole, and you go into this house. And just look on the ground here. Obviously, drinks and stuff. I think you get food around here as well, but you want to look into these again, and like tech spawns spawn around in front of this thing as well on the ground. There's another weapons box. So the weapons boxes are honestly great. You can find like great guns in there sometimes, like MK47s, RD704, RSSs, stuff like that. And now we're gonna go out this way. There's an extract right there. If that light is turned on, I believe that means that the extract is open. Otherwise, it's not possible to go out that way. Or we're gonna run up the hill. You come out there and you just run this way. Once you get over the hill, you see this rock here. There's another stash here. Stashes are always your friend. This thing goes for like 70k on to a trader, I believe, so let me see if I can make some room. I don't think that's the one you can sell on Flea. Also, it's okay to not know what certain items are valued. Just pick everything up. Use your best judgment at the time, and then if you do this run 2, 3, 4, or 5 times, you'll start to know like which item is how much, and some other items that are completely worthless. So this tall rock here, there's a stash here. Drink the milk. Also, by doing this, you get great looting XP, and the scav town usually get like 3, 4 scavs as well. So if you do get the good spawn, you need to survive for at least 7 minutes before you take the car extract, or get at least, I believe, 400 XP before you get out without getting a run through. And run throughs are your worst enemy on money runs. There's a stash here somewhere. I hear this. Look for the big tree branches on the ground. Another kvass. We'll drink it, but it almost took us the whole raid. That's the run. We're gonna see real quick. Gonna double check that my flea market sales are empty, so I can sell this stuff and show you how much money I actually made from this run alone. So as you can see, no offers from a ragman. I'm gonna sell all this stuff, and I'll get back to you once it's all sold and we're ready to collect the money. Alright, we got everything sold with the exception of these 2 items. We're gonna sell these to traders after we collect our money here. So let's see how much we got. I paid almost 200k in fees. I paid 190,000, I believe. So let's see how much we get. 16.8 mil. So we got 1.2 mil roughly from just flea market, and then we're gonna sell this here. Mr. Ragman. 1.3 mil. Not too bad, I would say, for one run, obviously. I gotta say though, this would be, I would rather take the extract to with the car, to be honest, than go through the old sawmill like I did. So I would still recommend for you to try out both ways, but I would usually just take the car extract, get out and gear up and go again, because that way you'll just scoop up so much money. But thanks for watching, guys. Drop a sub if you don't mind, and check out my Twitch, and take care and have a good day. Bye bye.